All right, good people, welcome to today's market analysis. We're going to be looking at AUD, USD, and other dollar pairs so that we'll be able to see what will happen during this month, the month of March, which is first quarter, towards the end of first quarter. We'll be able to look at different opportunities that we have, or whether the market is likely to take a bullish trend or we are likely to have a weaker dollar going forward. Now, we're going to do a top-down analysis looking at the market on the higher time frames as we go to the lower time frame to consider the movement that we have. Now, without further ado, let's jump into it. Now, as you can see, probably let's zoom, we'll be able to see that the market has always been on a downtrend. We had a downtrend, market giving us new lower lows and new lower highs. You can see from there, new lower lows, new lower highs. As you can see, we have been breaking below the previous low. And then again, you can see up until it came to this area where we had a very nice break of market breaking below. And then again, you can see we had a very beautiful bull movement to the upside. We had a very beautiful bull push to the upside, giving us some sort of a bullish momentums, or rather the uptrend. Now, that being said, we are only going to be looking for again, also before we jump into the next thing, can be able to see that we had a change of character here, where we are moving from sell to buy, which is something that is worth noticing, because this one will direct us towards to where, as you're looking even for the internal structure around this position, if you're going to continue bullish or if you're going to continue bearish. Now, let's jump straight into it. Now, if I zoom to see what I have currently, I can be able to see that buy side liquidity, sell side liquidity that was resting below this area. We can see it was area of equal lows that was resting below this area has been taken out. Now we know that once the liquidity has been taken out, the sell side liquidity has been taken out, the other liquidity to target is this buy side liquidity. Now we know that once we have sell side liquidity taken out, the next liquidity to be targeting is the liquidity or the equal highs resting above these positions. So without further ado, we will see what the market has for us. Now, I can be able to zoom. I can see that we had the sell side liquidity being taken out. And now we can be able to see at the top, we have equal candlestick, equal highs. So relatively equal highs, or equal highs for that matter, where we'll be capitalizing to see if we get an opportunity from this area, can we be able to come back and take out these equal highs, because also we took out the equal lows. Now, that being said, we are going to be looking at the internal structure, see what the market has been doing internally. Now, we can see the month of January, market was able to break above the February candlestick was able to break above the January candlestick, which is good, indicating that we have a break of structure. As I'm going to the lower time frame, as I'm going to the daily time frame, I'll be looking to see some sort of like a W pattern somewhere, where the market has been able to take out the sell side, then break of structure at this particular point, then retesting for continuation to the upside. So this is a particular structure I'll be looking to see on the daily time frame. Now, to keep things very, very simple, we are going to remove all this lipstick and jump straight to the daily time frame. Now, remember, the market is still bullish. The market is still bullish. We do not want to trade any other thing. We only want to look for bullish momentum. Now, as you've said, we wanted to see some sort of W pattern, where we'll be able to see break of structure and then enter on the demand zone for continuation to the upside. Now, if I take this W pattern, I can be able to see this is exactly what happened here. You can see we had the pattern, we had the market going down, again giving us some sort of very beautiful area. Again, you can see we had other pattern there, and then market managed to close above, breaking structure from this area, meaning we came back to a demand area, and now the market is slowly going to the upside. You can see not a very perfect W pattern, but is exactly what you are looking for. It's exactly what you are looking for while we were identifying a bullish trend. Now, that being said, we are going to look at what we have at the moment. We can be able to see at the moment that the market really respected this demand zone here. Market really respected that demand zone, and we were able to just close above the demand zone, which is good, indicating that the buying pressure is currently on. Again, I can see on the daily time frame we still have these equal highs here where we want to see the market coming back to take the equal highs. We will say this is called buy side liquidity. We have equal highs resting above that particular area. That is where we will be putting our take profit once we get an entry on the 4-hour time frame. Now remember, as we go to the 4-hour time frame, the one thing we'll be looking for is only demand zone. So what do I mean? We want to see some sort of structure like this where uh, the structure has been broken here. We have a break of structure, market coming back to a key demand zone and then breaking as it continues to go to the upside, and then we will be able to identify our demand zone at this particular point where we will be expecting to see the market retracing towards this demand zone for a potential continuation to the upside. Now, as I go to the 4-hour time frame, I am only looking for demand zone, and exactly that demand zone should give me an open price imbalance at these particular areas. Now, let's jump straight to the 4-hour time frame to see what we have. Now, the 4-hour time frame is very clear. We can be able to spot some very beautiful structure going on here. Can be able to spot some very beautiful structure going on there. We can be able to see that at this particular area where markets really tapped in, you can see we had our area. We were coming a very beautiful W pattern. If you look at it carefully, it was a very beautiful W pattern where the market retested, and then we can see the market is all the way up. If I take this W pattern, you can see this is one of the perfect W pattern that we had. And remember, we don't want to be getting inside here. We want to be getting where we have to make sure that the market has already broken structure so that we can be able to identify our demand zone and our open price imbalance so that the market might be able to give us some opportunity at this particular area. So we can be able to see that we had our open price imbalance at this particular position, and you can see the market really came dipped into the open price imbalance, and we got some really nice movement to the upside. That being said, I will be looking for more bullish continuation. You can see the previous high again has already been taken out. Does it mean that the market is going to continue to come down before going to the upside? That is something we'll be looking forward to see. But again, I can see we have this candlestick over here where I will be expecting to see the market maybe retracing a little bit before going to the upside. Just take it to the 1-hour time frame. We will be expecting to see maybe the market retracing back a little bit up to this position because we still have an open price imbalance at that position. If the market managed to come back to this area, it will be good. But again, if the market decides to go from here, we will also be using this as our area of interest. We'll also be using that as our area of interest. Now, that being said, we will jump straight to other pairs. We'll jump straight to USD JPY. We'll jump straight to USD JPY. Now for USD JPY, we were looking for sell continuation, and we did get really beautiful sell continuation today. You can be able to see that yesterday we had a break of structure from this zone, and our entry is always the same. Now for sell entries, we are looking for some sort of like M pattern where the market got up and then creates another high that takes out the buy side liquidity. Then again, we want to see the break of structure with the retest and continuation to the downside. Now you can be able to see that this was a break of structure here. Again, we had our open price imbalance at this particular position, and then again, this is where we had our demand zone. Now, if we focus on what we have here at the 4-hour time frame, we can be able to see that exactly the M pattern played out nicely. You can see the market came back, gave us some really nice M pattern. We went down. Again, we went down all the way, and then we came back, really giving us some very beautiful M pattern. So this M pattern gave us an idea of where the market was likely to continue or to go to. You can see this M pattern was actually in relation to this open price imbalance that was left here. You can see market did feel the open price imbalance, and we got really nice sell movement to the downside. Focusing on the 1-hour time frame, where did we get our entry? We got our entry at this particular zone. What do I mean? We can be able to see that the M pattern again did play out nicely here. Can be able to see the M pattern did play out nicely where the market came back to retest, and now we are moving very nicely to the downside. Just keeping that in mind, and we want to keep things very, very simple. Now, where is this market likely to head towards? We are going to take our trade up to this area. Once the market breaks, so we might go to the daily time frame. We have our open price imbalance on the left, we have a break of structure on the left, and also our open price imbalance with the demand zone. So once we got this nice entry here, we'll be looking to hold the entry maybe up until it comes back to this open price imbalance with a demand zone. So focusing on the 1 hour time frame, that is exactly what we saw. It was a really, really beautiful entry. Got this entry, still holding this trade, see where the market will take us to. Now, the other trade we are going to be looking at is GBP CHF. GBP CHF, we'll be looking at GBP CHF, see what we have. Now, for GBP CHF, one thing that we were looking at, we still have some few imbalances at the bottom where the market has not yet filled. Does it mean that the market is a must to come to that particular point? No, we're just gonna keep everything very simple, because also in this GBP CHF, focusing on the daily time frame, we'll be looking to see what the market will do at these particular zones. We have an open price imbalance at this area, have an open price imbalance and a supply zone. So our open price imbalance is that particular area there. Again, if you look at the top, we still also have a supply zone here, which is yet to be mitigated, or unmitigated supply zone with an imbalance at that particular point. Now, we want to keep things very simple. We are only looking for buying opportunity. And as you can see on the daily time frame, remember the bullish movement, high, high low, high low, high. As long as we do not close below the previous lows, we are good to take more bullish movement. As we focus on what we have here, we can be able to see that the market was giving us some sort of high highs and high lows, high highs and high lows. As you look at this, you can be able to see the market is following on this bullish trend. The market is following on this bullish trend. We just want to keep things very, very simple. Again, you can be able to see we have been able to close above, or to break above, the previous high. We have been able to break above the previous high. That is good, meaning already the market has shown interest of continuing to go to the upside. If I focus on the 4-hour time frame with the same analogy, we can be able to see that on the 4-hour time frame, we have been able to manage to break above, although we were expecting to see market coming back to this open price imbalance that was left here on the lower time frame. But again, we will not be, we will just wait patiently to see what the market gives us. Remember, if this market continues to go to the upside, we wait for the market to retest and then continue to go to the upside. It's not a must it come back to this area. But again, remember also, if it comes back to this area, well and good. It is going to be good for our trade. Now, if we focus on what we have here, we can be able to see that on the 1-hour time frame, the market has really managed to take out these equal highs that were resting above that particular area. Again, we still had equal highs here where the market has been able to take that equal high out. We still have some equal lows here, and we might be expecting to see the market giving us some sort of movement to the downside. But again, remember, if it does not come to the downside, if we don't get the market going to the downside, that's still gonna be good. We are gonna be looking for the market to break above, come to retest, and then continue to go to the upside. That being said, we want to keep things very simple. Now, last but not least, we are going to be looking at gold. Going to be looking at gold. Now, this is gold. Remember, on the 4-hour time frame, we were looking to see market coming back to take out this equal high, equal low here. You can see, draw on liquidity. We had our draw on liquidity at this particular area. You can see the market really managed to take out the draw on liquidity at this particular area. Now we want to just see, we were looking to see if the market will come back to this area. Unfortunately, we didn't get the market coming back to that area. Now, just keeping up with this 4-hour time frame, we can be able to see that we are slowly printing bullish movements. We are slowly printing bullish movements. Of course, I will be expecting to see the market continuing to go to the upside. Why? Because we still have equal highs at this particular zone where we will be expecting to see the market taking, or rushing towards, and maybe that will be our trading zone. I was waiting to see what the market will do at this particular area, because you can see once we had a push to the upside, we stalled here for quite some time, and then market broke off, meaning this was our area of entry. And you can see the market has really respected that area, and we will be looking for a confirmation pattern. What is our confirmation pattern? Our confirmation pattern is when we have this sort of like a W pattern, then market breaking above the previous high, then coming back to retest for continuations. So we'll be looking for this confirmation pattern, especially when the market breaks above this particular high here. We'll be looking for the market to retest a little bit and continue to go to the downside. That being said, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. And may the Lord Jesus Christ bless you. Remember, He's the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. So, as we always say, please, please, please make sure your hope is in God. It's not in this thing. This is just to help us to move by, or just to pay bills here and there. But this is not our this is not our hope. Our hope comes from the Lord. The psalmist said that I look unto the hills, from where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and stay tuned for more. Bye bye.